You know, it's funny. Surging sparks and vivid voltage are literally the same. Crazy, right? Like I was saying 6 months ago, and now we're here in the present. Both of these boxes are now $250 a box. But that's not why they're the same. They're the same because the sentiment around the market, the Pokemon card market, when Vivid Voltage released, was exactly how the sentiment in the market was when Surging Sparks released. Now, look at this ETB. This is a Vivid Voltage ETB. And it is now currently more expensive than the Surging Sparks ETB. Weird, right? I thought that the narrative was Pokemon wasn't going to print any more ETBs of the Scarlet Violet era. Now that that has been deemed false, and now that we have confirmation that Pokemon is indeed reprinting ETBs, there is no need to worry. And the crazy thing is, with the Surging Sparks ETBs, that bundle at Costco, with the booster bundle as well, that is below MSRP. And it is sitting. Why is it sitting, do you ask? Well, because no one really likes Surging Sparks. If you guys remember, Surging Sparks came out, and everybody was saying this is one of the best sets in the entire era, and this has the potential to move exactly like Evolving Skies did. And I came out and said Surging Sparks is Vivid Voltage 2.0, and everybody roasted me in the comment section. But that is indeed okay, because I know that those people talking were not here during the release of Vivid Voltage, and they do not know what they are talking about. And that brings me over to, hold on, let me make sure, Vapor Self, can we talk about Prismatic Evolutions? Yes? Okay, thanks. So, Prismatic Evolutions, I said, was Shining Fates 2.0. And what do you know? Both of those regular ETBs are the same exact price right now. But the funny thing is, between Vivid Voltage and Shining Fates, the only thing that they have, which is the most important component of what is going to happen here in the next 12 months, is they are not going to get reprinted, unfortunately. And Surging Sparks and Prismatic are both indeed going to continue to get reprinted over the next 12 months at least. Thus, and this bringing their price points down while Vivid Voltage and Shining Fates continues to go up, because the faucet is turned off for both of those sets. Like I was saying 6 months ago. Where are all of those people that were in my comment section? Leave a comment. Were you one of those people? I do need to know. So, we are going to get into this video now. There was a funny situation that happened, an extremely funny situation that happened with two of the people that I did indeed talk to here and there on Instagram. I'm not going to list any names because it is one of the most down bad situations that I have ever seen. But if you were gifted $250 from your father to buy Pokemon cards today, what would you buy? Both of these boxes right here, Surging Sparks and Vivid Voltage, are both $250 today. I am going to go over a list of products that are $250 or close to $250. And I would highly suggest that you make plays on these boxes if you were gifted $250 from your dad today. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Prepare for trouble.
Make it double.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are today. If I was gifted $250 from my father today, these are the products that I indeed would be buying right now, because essentially it's just a free box of whatever I want that is $250 or close in the ballpark of $250. So, first and foremost, before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I upload every 24 hours to the channel with mind-blowing content that will have you either second guessing or raging or happy or sad, or it's going to be an emotional experience if you subscribe to this channel. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first product that I would be buying indeed myself if my father gifted me $250 would be the Black Bolt Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box. Yes, indeed it would be. And that is because it is a free $250, and there is a Seismitoad from Shinji Kanda in the Black Bolt set. It would just make so much sense if I got this box for free for $250 that my dad gifted me. Next, I would buy a Destin Rivals booster box. So Now, this isn't $250, obviously, but if you do the math on this box right here, that is we'll just say $350 minus $250. You are paying $100 for the booster box if your dad gifted you $250 to buy a Pokemon product. Yes, sir. Destined Rivals, obvious pick if you were gifted free money, because this is a Team Rocket themed set, and if you could get a $250 discount on the booster box, it's an obvious buy. Next, the Journey Together booster box, now sitting at $230. This is another stellar pick if your father were to gift you $250 to buy any Pokemon boxes. Yes, sir. Next, the Prismatic Evolution Super Premium Collection for $237. Yes, this is a magnanimous pick. This is a glorious pick. This is a a big brain pick right here, because Rudy from Alpha Investments just hyper shilled this box, and it could go to $500 to $1,000, which of course it could, especially if Rudy's talking about it. So this is $237. You would still have $10 left over to buy something else if your dad gifted you $250 to invest into Pokemon cards. Next, the Surging Sparks booster box, which we did indeed talk about in our intro in this video today, is sitting at $250 today. So you essentially would be able to get a free Surging Sparks booster box if your dad gifted you $250 to buy Pokemon cards today. Yes, sir. Next, Vivid Voltage. Vivid Voltage 2.0. And this is the first edition Vivid Voltage right here for $260. And it's not the best pick, but you know, it's a free Vivid Voltage box if your dad gifted you $250 to buy Pokemon cards. Next, yes, here we go, changing it up a little bit. The Latias EX for $160. So you could get one of these, and then I think, yeah, you could get the Melodic too. 160 plus 80. What is that? 240? I don't know. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. 240. You could get both the Latias and the Melodic right now today in near mint copies. That would be a great grand gift to yourself or gift from your dad if he were to give you $250 to spend on Pokemon cards today for free. Next, the Twilight Masquerade booster box for $300. Now, we see the Greninja in here. This box could get reprinted. It's probably not the best box to be buying right now, but if it doesn't and you had $250 for free from your dad, you could essentially pay $50 for this box right here, which is a great price for $50 out of your pocket for a Twilight Masquerade booster box. Yes, sir. Next, Temporal Forces booster box, $244. So you could get this essentially for free if your dad gifted you $250 to invest into Pokemon cards today. Yes, sir. That would be absolutely crazy. Next, a Paradox Rift booster box for $250 as well. If your father gifted you $250 to invest into Pokemon cards today, this is another option that you could indeed buy for free, essentially. But again, I would choose kind of more toward the products I went over in the beginning, because they are, more desirable. And these boxes aren't really too desirable because the chases are kind of weak. But again, a free box is a free box. And shout out to all the fathers out there that are buying Pokemon cards or indeed bailing out their kids from any troubles that they might be going through today. Next, the Charizard EX from Scarlet Violet, $151. Yes, the SIR for $277. You would essentially be paying $20 for this card right here if your dad gifted you $250. Next, the Obsidian Flames booster box, $297. Again, $50 out of your pocket for the Obsidian Flames booster box. I was literally telling everybody to buy this box, to buy the Charizard Chase, and now everything's skyrocketing, and now it is what it is. But again, another good gift for sure if your father gifted you $250. Next, you could buy the Magikarp. You could pay $58 for this Magikarp. You can literally rewind time back to when it first came out and it was $40, and you could pay near that same exact price if your dad gifted you $250 today toward this Shinji Kanda Magikarp. Next, you could buy a Scarlet and Violet base set booster box for $235 today. And a free box is a free box. Shout out all the dads paying for boxes. And next, two more guys. Crown Zenith Elite Trainer box for $200. Still have $50 left over. You can go buy something else with that $50 as well. And yeah, Crown Zenith, this is an obvious King Crown set, King Alpha set right here. And last but not least, you could buy a Celebrations Elite Trainer box today for $220 if your dad gifted you $250 to buy Pokemon cards today. I hope that you guys did indeed learn something here today. Shout out to all the dads that are hyper carrying their kids still through life, their adult kids through life. And make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate each and every single one of you that come back every single day. Let me know down below, what would you guys be buying today if you were gifted $250 to buy or invest into Pokemon cards? I do indeed hope that you guys did learn something here today. I will see you guys tomorrow morning.